streets to the dirty.
That one there was a violation, personally I wouldn't have it. And if you do, just have it in the GC, press X, you feel. See that vial hurt your chest, I can't lie, he's stressed. And you know he's burning, see that vial done left man dead. Got violated in the GC, in front of his missus. Bro's telling me drop this one, so I had to just bring it. See everybody wanted this song, so here you go. See that one there was a violation, everybody fucking knows. See that one there was a violation, you won't hold the smoke. Cause when it just came to the GC, everybody fucking froze. And me, I'm just there, spectating and watching. I can't believe that he dropped that bar, if I'm being honest. But me, I'm an instigator, so I sent that snap. I said that one there was a violation, and it went like that. I'm on a GC just waiting, got my stickers ready. And bro just sent a shot at my man, talking about jerseys. Aye, this ain't no Snapchat beef, but Snapchat where it started. That one there was a violation, my niggas move heartless.
Guys, welcome back to Showcase Media. Today we're here with this handsome gold R, this beautiful dark blue paint, and a comparison of the gold R as opposed to the GTI is right here. You have dark red trimming and you see the legend GTI right here. But then with the gold R you have this silver lining right here to match the R badging. And the exterior itself is incredibly sporty. And it just looks more agile than a regular Gold R. And what's even more crazy about this Gold R is that it has a 2-liter inline 4 producing 296 brake horsepower. A car that can just move insanely quickly. And this is a car that can rival a Subaru any day. So Subaru boys, you have a little competition right here. This is Showcase Media with the Gold R. And now we're gonna move on to the Mustang and we'll see you we'll see you there. Today we are here with the iconic Ford Mustang. Now, a little fun fact about Kenya when it comes to Mustangs. Most of the Mustangs here don't really have the Mustang engine, you know? It's either an EcoBoost, it's either a V6. But this one, 5.0, which means it has an incredible 5-liter All-American V8, pushing it from beyond 460 horsepower. And depending on the trim you get, this thing can go up to 500 horsepower, 700 horsepower, and up to 800. But that depends on the trim we have. And the trim we have here, this handsome Ford Mustang GT. And something I also love about the GT is this specific model, this specific color. It reminds me of the end of Need for Speed. So if you are a car guy and you've watched Need for Speed, then it's not a surprise to you. But if you haven't watched Need for Speed, do not listen to what I'm about to say here because I'm about to spoil the ending for you. But for those who have watched Need for Speed, this reminds me of the end of the movie where Toby Marshall finally gets out of prison, then drives his car off into the sunset at the end. So this is one of the reasons why the Ford Mustang always sticks out to me as a car guy, but the connection I have with it. Now we are going to go on with the amazing SQ5, which we previewed on our last vlog, but we're going to look into more of the secrets of the SQ5. What makes the SQ5 the SQ5? And we'll see you there in a few minutes. So if you've seen our last vlog, we reviewed a Audi SQ5 from Kai and Caro. Big shout out to them for letting us do that again. But today we're not going to talk about the performance part of it. We're actually going to talk about the genealogy of the SQ5. You see, when you think of regular cars, there's always a non-performance version of them, and then there's the performance version of them. The non-performance version of the SQ5 is, well, just the Audi Q5. So if you were to remove the S here, it would just say Q5, except it wouldn't have this badge. It would just say Q5 at the end of the car, so that would be it. However, if you were to have a performance-oriented vehicle from, say, BMW, Ford, Volkswagen, Nissan, all that. But in this case, we're talking about Audi. And Audi, of course, as I mentioned in our last vlog, they have the S-Line performance lineage, which means that they take cars from any platform and they give it the S-Line package, which entails to new rims, brake calipers, as you can see here, new leather stitching on the interior, and a new air filter, mainly light work on the engine. And Audi decided to go all out on the SQ5, which means I just remembered something about the SQ5. The Audi S-Line decides to add certain things to their cars, so they don't make it all performance, but they make it powerful enough so that it can perform as a daily driver. And if you're in a hurry or late for a meeting, the SQ5 has a powerful 3.0 liter supercharged V6, pushed down to 300. That number is way too big for you to control. 350 horsepower in a powerful SUV, supercharged. As you can see here, V6T. T means that it has a powerful engine. You know, when I first saw the SQ5, I thought this meant turbo, meaning it had a turbocharged 3-liter V6. But when I noticed that it had a supercharged V6, I was just like, I wonder why they put the T there, which I will review at the end of the video as a bonus scene, so you can learn more about why the SQ5 has the letter instead of just saying V6S for the supercharged V6. And now we're gonna go onto a new car, which is the Audi TT-RS, and we'll see you there. So, when you think of the Audi TT, you think of an ugly car from 2006, which I must say, it's not ugly, but the first gen Audi TT could have used some remodeling. Right now we are in the 3rd/4th gen of the TT. As you can see, the front fascia just looks so aggressive. Like you could wrestle with this thing, that's how aggressive it looks. But Audi decided to take this up a notch, and it didn't just hand it over to the S-Line, which is a performance economy oriented tuning company that Audi has made, but they handed it over to the big dog RS. Now if you are a fan of the RS lineage, you know Audi has produced the RS3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, all of which have been tuned and manufactured by Audi themselves, and the TT-RS is no exception. Under the hood we have a 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine that produces 400 horsepower stock. And the fact that a small powerful car that can produce 400 horsepower stock, it's actually crazy, because I thought this would be around 350, 360 or at most 380. And 400 flipping horsepower. I'm at a loss for words. And of course when you see an Audi, you gotta think of them 4 beautiful, gorgeous rings. No more of that Ariana Grande crap for 7 rings. Now, we're talking about 4 rings. One for you, one for your family, one for your friend, and one for your best friend's friend. So I'm telling you, the homies could pull up with an Audi TT-RS or anything from the RS or S-Line package. Now, something I'd like to note regarding the TT-RS is the RS rims you can see right here. Right here it says Audi Sport, and I just love how far out RS goes. RS being Audi's performance tuning company, how they just go out of their way to make sure that people know when they see an Audi RS car, they don't think anything less of a regular Audi. They know that they mean business. So you see right here on the rims, Audi Sport. Right here you have a beautiful Audi RS brake caliper, and of course these brakes. When Audi makes a performance car, you gotta make sure you have amazing brakes. And you of course you have 255 by 30 Michelin tires. And now Michelin tires, you know them, you know their genealogy, you know them. It's Michelin, of course. It's always a performance-oriented thing. And the best part about tuning with the TTRS is if you know you've done a good job, is if you see this good stuff right here. That's how you know you've tuned your car nicely. Now there's one more car I'd like to talk about. It's right behind us, so I won't talk about it that much, but I'll only talk about it once you see that. So that right here, the Audi TTRS. So imagine going to Mercedes-Benz, say on a Friday. You're looking for a new weekend car. It's around 1:30 to 1:45 p.m. And the salesman walks up to you and says, "Welcome to Mercedes-Benz, how may I help you?" And you tell your salesman, "I'm looking for a car that is good for the family, maybe good for a little off-roading, not too severe, not too little bit, enough off-roading that it can actually handle without breaking the oil sump or anything." So now your salesman tells you, "Okay, here's a car that I think would be best for you. Since you want something sporty, but you want a family car, but you want a family car that can take you from point A to point B like that." So the salesman introduces you to the GLC 63S AMG. Now, the engine of this car is one derived from the C63 and E63S AMG, the M177, a powerful and extremely potent 4.4-liter bi-turbo V8 producing 503 horsepower and over 600 Nm of torque. So you know it's business when you see that AMG badge. And a little bit of history behind the AMG lineage is that they started way back in the day when they were producing racing engines for Mercedes-Benz, and they were actually taking them to race. And knowing AMG, well, I mean, they cooked the competition. It's an AMG. And to even add more onto that AMG goodness, V8 bi-turbo. Words that give car guys a bone-chilling sensation, only because they know that it's associated with the C63, the E63, and also the S63, which does have a V12 option as it's mainly known for limousines and more expensive retail businesses, but it also has a V8 trim, which doesn't share the M177 as it does here, but it shares a powerful V8 engine that will knock your socks off, even if you're an executive businessman/woman. Now, V8 bi-turbo is of course a good thing, but if it's an SUV, does it have all-wheel drive? Does it have four-wheel drive? 4-matic, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4-matic. You even see the nice plus sign, 1, 2, 3, 4. When a car says 4-matic, specifically Mercedes-Benz, that's Mercedes' way of telling it, and it's a 4-wheel drive car that is powerful enough to take you and your family point A to B like that. And that is the GLC 63S with Turkish Emir.
K1 just hit up my phone. He said, "Bro, you're trending." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Broski, remember that meme?" Yeah.
Welcome back to Turkish Media. Today we are here with this beautiful go-kart and an amazing drug blueprint. One of the things I love about the go-kart is that, of course, it's different than the regular GTI.
İmet kalmış.